Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Monday the 19th of February 2024. It's Monday the 19th of February and Joe Edwards is still the Millwall manager, head coach, whatever you want to call him. He has not been fired yet, which was kind of a shock. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the wind has turned. The tide has turned, whatever's turned, it's all turned. I can't believe that hasn't happened yet, especially since today we had news. This is from BBC Sport, bbc.co.uk Sport. These are all the February manager ins and outs. So today we got Michael Beale getting sacked by Sunderland, Roy Hodgson resigning from Crystal Palace from his hospital bed. And even this is just in England. Abroad, we've got Gattuso being fired by Marseille, and the Napoli manager being fired. So big day for managerial changes, seeing as we've got 2 months left of the season, 2.5 months. If you're gonna do something, you need to do it now. And like I said, the only reason I'm thinking is that there's a clause in the contract that when you're in a relegation zone, it's cheaper to fire you, or as well, maybe there's an open secret in the league that one of the clubs will be getting a points deduction, and then they think, well, that's going to save us. But we're so bad, our results are so bad, that not only are Crystal Palace going to catch us up, but it looks that Sheffield Wednesday could now also catch us up. So we would need 2 teams to have points deductions to save us. I mean, it's, if that's the reason, like, I don't know what the reason is, but I mean, Michael Beale got sacked by Sunderland because he only won 4 games in 12. He only won in 12 games. He only won 4 of them. Well, Joe Edwards has won 4 in 18, so there you go. Now, moving on to this from the South London Press, londonnewsonline.co.uk. It's their takeaways piece that they always do on a Monday after a game. 4 takeaways from Millwall's 2-0 defeat at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Pressure firmly on the Lions after relegation battle defeat. Millwall's winless run now stands at 8 games after the Lions were defeated by Sheffield Wednesday on Saturday afternoon. Anthony Musaba scored and made a goal as the Owls moved to within 4 points of a confidence decimated Millwall team that has scored just 4 league goals in 2024. Oh my goodness. It leaves Millwall in a really sticky spot after New Year's Day win at Bristol City. A team that was sitting 12 points clear of the relegation bottom 3 has now lost 4 on the trot and taken 1 point from the last 21 available. It's seen them slide alarmingly towards the relegation scrap. Here are Alex Grace's takeaways from what could be a very defining day in the season. Ipswich was bad, but this was worse. It's been an awful week. After the defeat at Coventry, there was a massive focus on these 2 home games being a chance for the Lions to pick up some points. Ipswich had won just once in their previous 9 games before they arrived in South London. They didn't need to work to earn their points and goals, as Millwall were very charitable in handing them 4 goals on a plate. It's not just losing games that's concerning, it's how the games are being lost. The Christmas period is what Joe Edwards keeps relating to when his side were putting points on the board. That run of victories is the performance level that the head coach wants to get back to. There were positives even the games early in 2024, the FA Cup against Leicester and the defeat to Middlesbrough. Something has changed since the defeat at QPR, which was another poor display. The 2 goals conceded are yet again poor mistakes. Every mistake Millwall are making now getting punished for. And Musaba nutmeg Ryan Leonard for the first goal, and suddenly the defence was exposed, and the ball ended up in the back of the Millwall there. That mixed with some incredibly soft defending led to the second. Barry Bannon, a player of immense quality, was given time and space to slot Musaba through, and he finished well into the bottom corner. This was the game that Millwall knew they couldn't lose. The level of performance is even more of a concern. This Wednesday side has lost 20 games this season and scored only 7 goals away from home before this contest, and in truth, they were never under any pressure. Fans turn as relegation fears deepen. Millwall are a side that needs its fans, but there is such a good atmosphere when the side is united, and there is a connection between the players and the stands. It's clear at the moment that this is not the case. Most of the fan base believes that the players have much to answer for, and the rest of them think the manager does. The scenes at halftime were toxic and the frustrations of the fan base towards the team were evident for all to see. This will only get worse if things do not change fast. The only way to change it is, of course, to dig in, work, get results to pull the side out of trouble. Easier said than done, of course. Well, there's a lot easier way to change it, and that's to fire the manager and get one who knows the fuck what they're doing. Even if it's Michael Beale. Michael Beale would be better than this guy. Obviously, he's a bit of a slimy prick. Some people don't like him. He won 4 games in 12. We say, well, that was with Sunderland. They've got better players than us. Maybe, but I'm gonna tell you now, if we're living in the parallel universe, which is all the rage today, the multiverse, the Millwall multiverse, where we have Joe Edwards managing the team till the end of the season, then you transfer to the multiverse of Michael Beale managing this team to the end of the season. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, Michael Beale will be getting more points and more wins than Joe Edwards managing this team. That's a fact. That's a fact. What makes things worse is that teams around them are picking up points. Wednesday are now just 4 behind and are suddenly back in the race to stay up. QPR's win at Bristol City means the Lions are just 1 point above the bottom 3. Pressure well and truly on everyone at the club. It's been a terrible period for the club. The passing of John Belson in the summer rocked the club to its core. It wasn't expected. He led the club through the hard times, and it's times like this now when he would have come out to offer that bit of hope and galvanise all sections of the club. Now it's unclear who can do that. As the head coach, the pressure now ramps up on Edwards. His record of 4 wins in 19 games gives him a win percentage of just over 21. The debate of who is to blame will continue, as each person will have a different view. Some will blame the 37-year-old in his first job as a head coach. Some will blame the players who have managed to win just 17 games out of 54 since the start of 2023. Well, you're not mentioning there. Some will blame Alex Aldridge and some will blame Steve Kavanagh. So there's that as well. This team has been on the slide for a while, and it's not just this period of games. Last season's player capitulation has carried into this season. Confidence is at an all-time low. There's no easy way out when you get into this kind of rut. At times like this, you need the senior players to step up and galvanise the group. In 2018-19, the last time Mill were in this position, Neil Harris acted and brought in Alex Pearce as a strong leader with experience in these types of battles. Watching Mill over the last couple of weeks, particularly against Ipswich, highlighted the lack of leadership on the pitch. Sean Hutchinson made just 9 league appearances this season, and his leadership has been badly missed. This team has players of experience. They need to step up and show it before it's too late. There is a big disconnect between the fans and not just the players but the club as a whole, with those in charge of recruitment the main target from the Lions' faithful. A lacklustre January window last year left the Lions with few options to rotate when things got tough towards the end of the season. The last summer's window also left the fans feeling frustrated. The 2 priority areas of striker and defensive reinforcements were identified. Kevin Nisbet was brought in to aid the Lions with their goal scoring, eased the burden on Tom Bradshaw and Zion Fleming. However, the defensive side of things didn't appear. Each of the last 2 years saw Dan Ballard and Charlie Cresswell arrive on loan, and both played a vital role in the side's season. The change of formation to 3 central defenders reinforced this message. The window closed with just Sean Hutchinson, Jake Cooper, Wes Harding and Murray Wallace as the recognised central defenders. Hutchinson has missed most of the season with different injuries, meaning there has been no wriggle room to change personnel. Yeah, but then change the formation. Change the formation. If you don't have the players, change the formation. Am I the only one who's seeing this? Am I fucking nuts? What's happening here? If you don't have the fucking players because the transfer window's closed and the fucking idiot who's running transfers didn't sort the fucking squad out, change the fucking formation. 13 games to go and the fixtures don't get any easier. Edwards says his side must stand up and be counted. They must show they're in a fight to come through this period of adversity. The only way you can change the mood in football is by winning games. Plenty remains to play for and it remains in Mill's hands. They stay outside the bottom 3, but the gap has closed. The Lions could well find themselves in the below the dotted line section of the table next weekend. We are now entering the final third of the season. Millwall are in a position where they are not used to fighting to stay in the league. This is banded around a lot that each game, when it gets to this stage, is a cup final, but in Millwall terms it could well be. It's a trip to Southampton next for the South Londoners. On paper, it's a trip that looks like the worst possible game to have after the weekend, after the week that's just gone. But historically, it's these games when Millwall stood up and be counted. They need something heading into March, which sees games against Watford, Blackburn, Leeds, and West Brom. It looks tough, but we all know from past experience, it's when their backs to the wall that Millwall come out fighting. Bruh, the manager, like the manager is the manager, like. Oh, he's playing, like, blaming the fucking players. Like, come on, man. Fucking hell. It's as plain as the nose on your face. So that was basically it for the news. Just talking about the youth now. And tomorrow, Tuesday the 20th, Bristol City away. I think they do let you in for that if you live out that way and you want to go see this game. Just check before you get down there. Robins High Performance Centre. Bristol City under 21s versus Millwall under 21s. As Millwall a bit harder than last season because of all the player changes and promotions and decent players being loaned out. But they're still in there. They're still fighting. It's a four-way tussle to win the league, and they're still in with a shout. So they have that game tomorrow. And under 18s in the FA Youth Cup quarter final versus Chelsea could be a decent game. Kick off at 7 p.m. and tickets are now on sale. Tickets are priced at £5 adults and £1 under 16s. Tickets are on sale, as I said, but like I said in previous videos, this is all what they've opened. I hope they have other plans to open more stands. Because if they don't, this is going to be another fucking massive fuck up by the club. And it's just going to be like more evidence that there's like the people at the club don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know how, like, the ability to fucking function and run properly has just fucking evaporated. They're only opening 3 stands for the Millwall fans at the moment to buy tickets. 4, 5, and 6. Why that is, I don't know. As you can see, 4's nearly sold out. 5 and 6 is quite a bit. But like I said previously, for the under-21 final that was played at the Den, that was absolutely ramo. There were no spare seats. People were sitting on the stairs, or standing on the stairs. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. In terms of overcrowding, like that had the potential to be quite a dangerous situation. And you could see them. You could see the stewards or whatever people, like the lieutenant ones or whatever you want to call them, the ones who were in charge, and tell the other ones with the orange bibs what to do. You could see them down on the side of the pitch looking up at the fucking stand like, oh, that looks a bit dangerous. Yeah, did you want to open another fucking stand and tell people to move across so there's not a crush? But you know what I mean, like, so this could be the same situation because I've heard so many people, Millwall fans that I know in real life and on Twitter and on other spaces as well on social media, saying that they're going to go to this game. And they're not going to buy a ticket in advance, so you're not going to know. I guarantee there could be as many as like 500 walk-ups. So yeah, again, if if you get in there and it's another fucking crushing situation, and everyone's penned into the one side of the stand, I mean, it's like, what is going on, man? What the fuck are they doing? But we'll see what happens. I don't know if that's because apparently Chelsea have got 1,900 tickets and they've sold out. Where are they going? Are they going in the north? Or are they going in 1, 2, 3? If they go in 1, 2, 3, then that will truly be a massive fuck up by Millwall. If they're doing that, that is just a nonsense. But we'll see. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll get there on Wednesday and see how fucked up it is. But yeah, that's the situation now. Like, I'm not gonna. I'm 100% gonna go, but I'm not buying a ticket in advance. I'll just go down there on the night. A lot of people will as well, especially because it's only £5. But if you are not going down there, if you live miles away, but you still wanted to watch the game, there is a way. There's always a way. There may be another way, but we have news of a way now from Chelsea. The Chelsea will be showing the game live for free ish. What I mean ish, it's free, but I think they want your data. They want you to log in and log on and all that shit. So you might have to make up a funny name and a funny email and all that shit. But you need to download their app. So this is from chelseafc.com. Where to watch the live stream. The match will be available to watch on the official Chelsea app, complete with enhanced stats and event tracking from MVX. Don't know what that is. Good luck with that. Built by an Infinite Athlete. Don't know who they are. The stream is available exclusively in the UK, free of charge. So what does that mean? Again, if you're abroad and you think, are they charging? They weren't going to charge you if you live abroad for this? So if you're a Millwall fan and you're in Spain or North Turkey or someone like North Cyprus, they might try and charge you for this. You won't be able to watch it for free. I don't know, maybe. So the game kicks off at 7 p.m. UK time on Wednesday the 21st of February. But you see what they're doing there, and this is what I said with Millwall as well. Like, they should have plans. Like, I know they're probably going to put it on, try and put it on Millwall TV and charge a $5 for it, which is the same price as it costs to get in. But a game like this, they should be putting on YouTube for free, and they would have. I don't know if you can region block it or what, but they would have thousands of fans tuning in from around the world who want to watch Chelsea, and they'll watch that, but they'll see Millwall at the same time. If the Millwall team put on a performance, put on a good display, they'll be like, well, Millwall, all right, and that's gonna boost up the reputation of the club. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be on Millwall TV for the £5. Normally, I think they did put some games on for £5 before. I think normally the standard fee is 10. I think they did put some lesser games on for 5. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, but yeah. So how do you actually watch this? To watch the live stream on the Chelsea app with the Chelsea commentary and shit like that, visit the app at 7 p.m. So you've got to get the app. So you should probably download that in advance. That's the Chelsea app. Click the Matches tab, navigate to the Under-18 team, and select Watch Stream on the match you would like to watch live, basically Millwall versus Chelsea. And you've got to be logged in. That's going to be a purchase for £0.00 or whatever, because it's free. You've got to make sure you're logged in. So, like I said, that you've got to download the app and then log in, which is annoying. It's annoying. Because I had to do this for the Grimsby FA Youth Cup game because I watched it live, and I had to sign up to Grimsby's website to do it because Millwall weren't showing it on live; they weren't streaming it. So, like, I think so far, I've signed up, I think, to QPR, Grimsby, and Charlton. I've got accounts at all these places because in the past they were showing Millwall games, age-restricted ones, and Millwall weren't bothering to show them. But that's how it goes, isn't it? And you just got to when they start bombarding you with emails, just unsubscribe or just send it all to spam. But here we go. So Chelsea will be showing a game on their app live for free if you're in the UK. They say that's what they say that. So that must mean in the UK free of charge. Now maybe that's because they don't have the worldwide rights and they're not allowed to do that. So maybe they have the FA want them to pay. I don't know how it goes, but surely this kind of competition, like, it should be the rights should be the rights. Like, surely this is being shown by some other broadcaster in another part of the world. But like I said, if we find out tomorrow that the game's going to be on Millwall TV, I'll let you know in tomorrow's video or whatever we find out. Even on the day, the community tab on YouTube. If you're watching this on BitChute, I used to upload to BitChute, and then I moved into a situation where my Wi-Fi wouldn't let me onto BitChute. But apparently, something that I set up where the videos would automatically be grabbed from YouTube and put on BitChute has kicked in, where before I used to do it manually. But so you may haven't checked, so I don't know what's. If you're leaving comments on BitChute and you're feeling a bit put out because I haven't been responding, I haven't gone on BitChute for ages, I'm afraid, because it's not working on my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi has banned it because apparently BitChute are anti-Semitic, which I don't know if you've seen the streets of London at the minute, but it seems like a lot of people are actually anti-Semitic at the moment, including the mayor of London and others. So you know, it's a massive problem in the Labour Party, isn't it? They don't like the Jews, so. But apparently, BitChute is the problem. When you've got openly politicians that are hoping to get into the government um, are doing what they're doing, and it's quite disgusting, actually. But there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.